Hi guys, welcome to the portfolio update for 19th of February. This is Monday morning, long before the market opens, and it's been a good week. I think 3.5% increase. Last week we were on 17.5, now just a tad over 21. And just to remind you, that's from the 1st of April, so nearly 11 months, one and a bit months to go. Now, the highlights of this week, just briefly, I'm very excited about the 3 stars. We'll go through those each in a minute. But also the speculatives. We've had 2 stellar returns from 2 of the speculatives, which I don't hold a great deal in, but the amount is growing because, firstly, let's cover Braveheart. That, like Tech Capital, is an investment company that invests in smaller companies, holds either 100% or a large percentage of it. What's driving this one at the moment, and last week's price, looking back, it was 46. Now it's 115, and I actually sold or top sliced a little bit at 125. So that one has done. It's on my current holding, I'm 155% up, but in total I'm 258% up, which means I'm free riding. So I've taken out most of which by virtue of a special dividend they gave when they sold off one of their investment companies and returned it to shareholders, which is what they're likely to do, I imagine, with their next star. So I've got a free ride on that, and nearly 3% of my portfolio is there. So I will add if it goes probably below 105, but I will probably top slice if it goes 150 or so, and who knows the way it's been going. So the company they've got is a company called Paritech, which has more than one string to its bow, but the string that is playing the tune at the moment is one which is going to make a mask which will effectively kill COVID. And they'll be able to churn that out at the rate of knots, hopefully very soon. We're waiting for an announcement probably this coming week. Of course, if it doesn't turn out, it could go back the other way very quickly, which is one of the reasons why I've sort of top sliced. So I actually bought some at 49 last week as a top up, and as I say, I sold that top up at 125, so not a bad return. The other one, of course, is Argo Blockchain. This is a Bitcoin or cryptocurrency miner. So its price last week was 143, and it's a smidgen off doubling at 282. And the Bitcoin price has done particularly well over the weekend and on Friday. So I would expect that to open up. I took a top slice on that one at 235, and I'll probably take one if it goes well above 3. So I'm very close to being free riding in that as well. So I'm up 200% on that holding. Again, unfortunately, not a great holding, just nearly 2%. But we'll see how that goes. A lot of diverse opinions on that as to whether it's going to sort of rocket and go up 5-fold or collapse and go down. I think it will carry on going up, but I will keep taking profits as it reaches new highs going through. It also announced that it was going to increase its mining capacity considerably by buying a patch of land in Texas and set up more cryptocurrency mining opportunities there. So those two doing spectacularly well. Also probably worth a mention, I haven't been sort of too over optimistic about YGEN Health. That's crept up during the week from under 15 to 17. A lot of good news in the press on it. There's some rumoured contracts which supposedly have all but been signed, but won't give any details on those because it is speculation, but it's all over Twitter, etc. So I was thinking of slicing that off, but I've got quite a large holding because I've held it from 2 companies ago. It's been reinvented at least twice to my knowledge. Got nearly 7% there. I will certainly top slice it if it gets much higher, and I've traded quite a bit, as you can see, because I've got a 22% profit overall, with only 7% on the stuff that I still hold. But anyway, probably another mention actually for Omega. They're also in the mask bracket, and they are currently at 89, so treading water a little bit, but they have had an announcement from the government, and this is official, that they will be manufacturing lateral flow tests for the government when the government approves one. Now, that is obviously dependent on the government approving one, but I would imagine it's highly likely that they will, in which case they will make quite a bit of money, because they're currently able to produce 1 million, not mask tests, they'll produce 1 million tests a week, and they will get that up to 2 million by the end of April. Now, what's kept them in the doldrums a little bit is that this year's performance has been pretty mediocre, and actually quoting COVID as causing it, but the prospects are considerably better for next financial year, and they may even sort of get some revenues coming in during March. I imagine they will. So that one's likely to sort of pick up as well. YGEN also is in the sort of same boat. It's going through the phase 2 and phase 3 tests of its wonder drug that is going to help people not go into the worse stages of COVID. And that phase 3 test is underway, and it shouldn't take too long. They're predicting by June, but I suspect it'll be a lot quicker. Just to give you the bad news as well, RMS, that plummeted from 2.9 last week to 1.6. Yet more delays on its mask making machine. But hopefully when they actually get the thing working, it'll climb back up. But I wouldn't be at all surprised to see that dropping a little bit before that actually happens. Anyway, back up to the top, because we have 4D Pharma. Now, I've bought and sold that in this week. In fact, I've sold 2 bits. I sold at 145, bought back at 135, and on Friday I sold a bit at 147. I've still got shed loads of it, and I expect it to be stellar. It'll be quoted on the NASDAQ soon, and its peers, who are also currently on the NASDAQ in the US, are many multiples of the price. I've talked a lot about the products it's got in the past, but it's in the microbiome area, and it has had some stellar results on cancer treatments, and it has some more out soon, and there's soon going to be a presentation at a global seminar, so I'm fully expecting that to go way up. Now, I'm actually in profit on that one now. It was up as high as 180, and then it had actually a very good results on its microbiome product for irritable bowel syndrome. So could come out of left field for that if they declare a partnership with somebody. Novasit is still my favourite stock. It's in the doldrums again, but again in that one I bought some at 7.14, and I also sold some at 7.89. So still getting the trading going there. So although I'm slightly down on the current holding, I've got a 16% profit on the trading. So there's going to be news breaking there. It's no way is that going to stay at low sevens. It's just a question of how many multiples or how much higher it will go. DVRG had another good week. It had some good announcements that it's got £3.5 million worth of business from China, and it's got lots of its products operating in China, but the price didn't seem to reflect that. So I'm losing. I will be topping up. I have every confidence that will get to where it's got to get to. We have then the next area, which I just got a couple of minutes to go through, Tech Capital. I expect that to take off at some point. EKF has probably, I'm doing about 10% profit. I may add some more. I still think there's legs in it. Certainly if it drops. If it dropped to my sort of average price, which was 63, definitely get some more in there. And Reach, Reach has trodden water this week, but it has almost doubled. I'm looking at 92% profit, only hold 2%. Probably if it gets much over 100, I might decide to top slice a bit, as with the others. Looking down into the dependables, Legal & General, Diageo, they're really there for, as I say, dependable income. They provide lots of dividends and such like. Oxford Biomedica, more speculative. Again, I've top sliced and added to that during the week, so my trading is starting to look a bit better from that. Just one mention now on the overall. So of my 21%, 10% or 9.5% has come from the investing, i.e. those bits that I still hold, and 11.5% has come from the top slicing and bottom adding as it's gone through. So it makes having two options within your portfolio like that. So investing for the long terms on the ones that you really think are going to produce, aka the stars and the next best bets, and trading both those and the speculatives is actually paying dividends, if you pardon the pun. Anyway, so enough. I've gone over the 10 minutes again, as I want to do, so I'll shut up now and look forward to updating you next week. Cheers.